gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like a 100 house. All of them my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta be.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined by Charles Davis up in the booth for the first week of the 2022 NFL season. A great game awaiting us in this primetime showdown, CD. You've got two teams with eyes on going to and winning a Super Bowl here this season. Week 1, these two getting together. Cowboys, Tampa Bay should be a lot of fun.
They thought that they could win it all last year, got to the playoffs, and were eliminated by teams that really figured heavily into Super Bowl contention. Let's go ahead and start with Dallas. They ended up losing at home to San Francisco, who went to the NFC title game against the Rams, who beat Tampa in the playoffs and then won it all. Both these teams have excellent quarterbacks, top-notch coaching staffs, and big-time dreams of getting back to the Super Bowl.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course, a quarterback, 23-year veteran, who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
To the air right away is Brady. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up second down. Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
A run with Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 6-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Fournette running out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it's even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun give to Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Brady. Over the middle to Evans. 20.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Off the play fake, Prescott. Out to his left. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game, and the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
72 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. On play action, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
When we say the sky's the limit for C.D. Lamb coming into his 3rd season, it's not hyperbole. 1,102 yards in his first Pro Bowl nod last season. He's now the unquestioned WR1 for Dallas following the Amari Cooper deal. They get it to him there for a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Prescott on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Prescott to throw it. Rolling to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
from the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Brady now on first down. Looking deep for Julio. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play action now. Prescott steps away.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott off play action.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Prescott now on the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. And first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now it's Hines. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 12 more yards there and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. One of the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And a catch right side by Evans.
On the move past the 40.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Succop's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Joe Tryon Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Prescott rolling to his left. side complete. That's Schultz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
75 yards.
And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Flush to his right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Brady. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Brady to his tight end, Braid, for the Tampa Bay first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The quick slant caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw is Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cameron Brate from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 31-28. A minute 47 on the clock. This is only week one of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
Now Dak. And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10.
Now Prescott.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
To throw, Prescott. Finding Schultz.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Buccaneers, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger.